Koenigsegg makes us some of the most insane cars you and I have ever seen. Cars that defy logic. Cars that defy basic laws as we know it. So how? How has this newcomer been able to pull off these quite remarkable achievements? Let's take a look by asking, who is Chrisitan Von Koenigsegg? How did he build Koenigsegg into the brand you know today? And why does it seem that nobody can stop them? You cannot talk about Koenigsegg without talking about Christian. So who is he? Where did he come from? And what set him up to become the man we know today? So Christian Erland Harold von Koenigsegg was born on July 2nd, 1972. His parents, a CEO and a fashionista, affording Christian a good life. In fact, they're known as nobles, thanks to their family lineage stretching back as far as 1171. Not 1771, 1171. Like 900 years ago, 1171, where the Koenigseggs were knights. This is an important piece as the current logo of Koenigssegg, automotive, is based on the Koenigsegg family coat of arms, a significant homage. Christian loved cars from a young age, having watched an animated film about a bicycle builder who builds a race car. Christian's path became clearer, and after driving his very first go-kart at age 6, a day Christian would say as one of the best days of his life, it seemed set in stone that young Koenigsegg would fulfill that dream. In his teen years, Koenigsegg worked for a Suzuki dealership where he washed cars, but he was better known for his side gig as the best moped tuner in town. He loved innovation and created many products, including a music player that used chips in place of CDs. Although this never took off, this passion for innovation never ceased. In 1994, at the age of 22, Christian, using money from his ventures so far, founded Koenigsegg Automotive AB. Its goal? To produce a world-class sports car. With some investment from the Swedish Technical Development Board and later his father, Christian set about delivering the sports car. It was to be called the CC, aimed squarely at exceeding the standards set by the McLaren F1. The design of the CC was inspired by the McLaren alongside the Ferrari F40 and featured some of Christian's patented innovations, such as dihedral helix synchro actuation doors, one of some 30 patents held by Koenigsegg. The first CCs were made in 2000 as the prototypes that would become the CC8S road cars, originally designed to house Audi's 4.2-litre V8. This deal fell apart when Christian explained his plans to push the V8 far beyond its designed output. The next option was meant to be a flat 12 race engine designed for Formula 1. However, the death of the company's founder led to its bankruptcy and demise. Not deterred, Christian made it third time's a charm by striking a deal with Ford to use their modular V8. In the road-going CC8S, this V8 was supercharged to produce 655 horsepower, winning a Guinness World Record for the most powerful production engine along the way. It also had target tops, easily the coolest feature on any car ever. Despite the use of the Ford engine, the car was made pretty much in-house, despite the limited funds available. It even featured a central patented free-flowing exhaust system based on the Rocket Cat principle. This system relieved pressure produced by high RPMs, sending the pressure in the pre-cat to the main cat. Just mind-melting genius. Despite the attention the car gathered when it was unveiled at the 2000 Paris Auto Show, only 6 cars were ever built, making it a very rare car to this day. A trend that would continue into the future, with the CCXR famously being the punchline for the Fast 5 joke between Tej and Roman. So lost in all this, did Koenigsegg and the CC8S achieve its goal of beating the McLaren F1? Well, with 655 horsepower, a 3.5 second 0 to 60 and 240 miles per hour top speed, it managed one of the three, not beating the McLaren's launch to 60 and only matching its top speed. But this did not deter Von Koenigsegg. The evolved CCR, which debuted in 2004, would build on the previous car's success, adding more power up to 806 horsepower. The CCR could hit 241 miles per hour with a theoretical top speed of 245. The CCR has one super cool feature that tops the rest. To honour the Swedish fighter jet squadron, which had occupied the current facility of Koenigsegg, the CCR is adorned with a symbol of the ghost, the symbol of the squadron. If you pulled up next to a car that looked like a Lamborghini that had been dragged through Area 51 and had a freaking ghost squadron emblem on the side of it, it would be fair to say you're going to get ghosted at the lights, my friend. Oh, and they only made 14 CCRs. Ever. 14. Total. No points for guessing the name of the next car in the lineup, the CCX. Now, the CCX is a real unicorn. It was designed to enter the US market. To do that, they needed to change a bunch of stuff, including the Ford V8, for an in-house unit that could be tailored to meet the regulations. We know what you are thinking. These regulations are going to kill the car. It will be slow and quiet and crap. Well, this is Koenigsegg, the masters of innovation. They developed a 4.7-litre twin supercharged V8 engine, making the same 806 horsepower, but this time it could run on 98-octane pump gas. Imagine running over 800 horsepower on standard pump gas in 2006. They even made an environmental CCXR that ran on E85. Yep, ethanol. It made 1,018 horsepower. They also made some limited edition cars. You heard me correctly. A car maker whose last model run totaled 14 cars made limited edition versions of this limited edition car. The CCXR Trevita featured diamond weaved carbon fiber, because why not? And a total of 2 cars were made, just 2. It also cost $4.8 million, and one was owned by the king of defense, Floyd Too Much Money Mayweather. So that pretty much covers it. Surely Koenigsegg cannot keep producing banger after banger. Well, it's not even 2010 yet. In 2010, Koenigsegg gave us the Agera. Now the Agera is pure car porn. Just look at it. No, really look at it. It makes you feel like Randy from South Park. The Agera received another in-house engine, this time a 5-litre twin-turbo, producing 947 horsepower. 947, and that is on 93 pump gas. On E85, 1,124 horsepower in 2010. Not 2023, 2010. That was unheard of. That wasn't even the craziest version. We also got the Agera R, which needed specially developed Michelin tyres because it was so freaking quick. On the 2nd of September 2011, during test sessions, the Agera R broke 6 world land speed records for a production car, including 0 to 300 kilometers an hour or 186 miles an hour in 14.53 seconds, and 0 to 300 to 0 again in 21.19 seconds. The Agera R featured in a ton of racing games and replicas of the Agera R in the film with the same name. The Agera also received another special model, the 1:1. Koenigsegg built 6 cars in total. It gets its name from its power to weight ratio. At 1,341 horsepower or 1,360 PS and weighing 1,360 kilos, it has a 1:1 power to weight ratio. Put that into perspective, the Audi R8 V10 Plus has a power to weight ratio of 2.71 kilos per horsepower. 2.71 is nearly 3 times worse than the 1:1. Imagine driving the thing. Koenigsegg also made a plug-in hybrid called the Regera, not to mention the Jumeirah 3-cylinder hypercar currently in production. But those really deserve their own videos, so we'll finish this video off with the current Koenigsegg hypercar, the Jesko, named after Christian's father. It was revealed at the 2019 Geneva Motor Show, and all 125 units were pre-sold before the end of the very same show. There are 2 versions of the car, the Absolute and Attack. It uses a revised Regera engine to produce 1,281 horsepower on pump gas. It also features a 9-speed light-speed transmission. The Jesko looks like an alien hypercar. The Absolute is claimed by Koenigsegg to have a top speed in excess of 300 miles per hour, with theoretical speeds as high as 330 to 350 miles per hour in the right conditions. Could this see the 300 barrier broken by Bugatti repeatedly breached in the next decade? Who knows? What we do know for sure is this: Chrisitan Von Koenigsegg is a pioneer of great innovation, a Steve Jobs of the auto industry, you could say. He built Koenigsegg around this innovation and a desire to be at the cutting edge. This desire and focus has kept Koenigsegg apart from every other car brand in the world and sets it in a unique position within the industry. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We think the videos on screen will keep you entertained, but you can also head over to our channel and see our full range of content. Until the next time, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again soon.